I have many fond memories of Christmas, but the one I'm going to talk about today is setting up the TOK room. See this Christmas tree right here, and the lights back there? I helped set these all up with my friends in TOK, and it was quite enjoyable.
So, my favorite Christmas memory was when I opened a really big box, and there was a toothbrush in it.
I'd say my fondest memory was me and my brother taking my grandparents' road legal golf cart out of their residential area, across to the grocery store, getting a lot of cookies, and then driving back and like taking all these kind of shortcuts and like going through the woods in the golf cart with like literally like 100 cookies in the back, and we made it home.
Being able to celebrate Hanukkah and Christmas, because I get double the presents.
Getting to eat glorious feasts on every holiday.
Okay, so I spent Christmas last year with my dad, which I haven't spent with him for about 15 years, and we ended up going to this place where there's a big Christmas tree, and it ends up Christmas is the time in Japan where it's only couples hang out. So I was with my father, and all these people thought I was going out with my own father, which was disgusting, so it's kind of depressing.
On Christmas Day, I moved to Australia.
My favorite memory is waking up and making homemade chai.
My favorite Christmas memory is when my cousin came over, and together with my family we decorated our Christmas tree and listened to very corny Hawaiian Christmas music.
So one Christmas, me and my sister fell asleep in the living room, and my parents took us on a surprise trip, and we woke up in Disneyland on Christmas.
My family spends every Christmas at my grandparents' house, and so me and my brother would always be in the same room, and we would try to stay up as late as we could the night before Christmas, and we would take the cardboard tubing from wrapping paper and stick it under the door so we could listen and see if our presents were being moved about and try to guess what it was.
Well, because I move around a lot, I never get to spend Christmas with where my family is from, so Georgia and Florida. But one of my best Christmases ever was the time that I actually got to, for the first time, fly into the mainland and spend Christmas with them. From Korea.
My favorite Christmas memory was when I was 7, and my whole family went to Vermont, and we spent the day before Christmas Eve in a horse-drawn sleigh, singing Christmas carols and drinking hot apple cider.
My favorite Christmas memory is every year we have a Christmas Eve party at the house where we get together with a lot of really good friends, and we have eggnog and pumpkin pie and lots of food, and all the kids are either playing in the pool or in my sister's room watching the Polar Express.
One Christmas when I was really little, my family and I went to my grandparents' house in Arizona, and I remember sitting on their carpet and opening my first present, and it was a GameCube, which is something I had always wanted.
Okay, so my favorite Christmas memory was when, it was a couple years ago, I got a new surfboard. It was about 8 a.m., opened it, didn't even open any other presents, called my friends, went to the beach. There was like 50 of us in the water, no waves, we didn't care, the vibe was great, had some food, good times, good vibes, best memory.
Every year around Christmas, our family, friends, and my friends come over and we have a gingerbread making contest.
Here, we do the same exact thing since I was a baby, so it's really fun because we've been doing the same thing, which is we go to my grandma's house in the morning to open gifts, and then we go to our houses and do stuff and then come back for a Christmas dinner.
Okay, my first Christmas memory ever is this Christmas from the year 2000, and it was in my uncle and my aunt's loft and apartment in New York, and it was amazing. Like, when you're a kid, you know how you really believe in Santa Claus and all, and my uncle had this Santa Claus costume and came up the window through the emergency ladder, and I was like, oh.
Yeah. When I was a little kid, I was really into paintball, and so one Christmas I thought my parents got me a paintball gun. However, when I went up and started shaking the presents and like trying to feel inside them, I felt one, I was like, oh my gosh, there's like aluminum cylinders in here or something round and metal, and it's like, totally got the gun. Anyway, fast forward 4 hours later, me jumping with excitement, I apparently finished opening all my gifts, and there's still that one gift left, and I was like, huh, that's weird. And so then my dad started opening it, and I'm like, that's even weirder, why would he open up my own gift? And then once he pulls out, like maybe kind of like die a little inside, was that he pulled out this aluminum like water can, and I was like,
well, my fondest memory is the present that I'm getting this year. Actually, my boyfriend is coming home from Oklahoma, and he's in the Army, so he's coming home for my Christmas present.
My fondest Christmas memory was when I was 8. It was the last time my whole family was together.
So my greatest experience in Christmas was one year I went and visited Texas with my family, and we saw my great-grandma, and she's actually a really funny person. She loves to play games, and it's the only time I met her, but it's the best Christmas I've ever had.